So today, we made a huge final round gamble. We made a sold whole build for one massive trade thanks to the present. But was it worth it? Well, let's find out. Okay, let's go jump to rank games with a random character and see what we're going to get today. So it looks like we're playing the PYROMANCER. We do start off with Amid Feasting. Hell yeah, that's going to be amazing. So we want to grab ourselves a banana. It's going to give us another food item. We definitely want to grab ourselves this frying pan. And yeah, let's grab ourselves another banana. Which does give us another banana. Which does give us a garlic. About time, to be honest. But this is going to be round one. It's going to be straight bananas. Triple bananas frying pan. These bananas are going to be triggering every 3.5 seconds, basically. This one's going to be triggering a little bit faster since it is going to be the fanny pack. And yeah, this frying pan is going to have a decent bit of damage. And stamina is not going to be any issue here. Definitely not. Not with a single frying pan here. And you know what? That big old miss. One big frying pan smash incoming. Amazing. Not too bad. Now, hell yeah, I'm going to grab you. Hell yeah, I'm going to grab you. And I'd love to grab more garlics here. But I'm going to roll once here because we're going to need some extra freaking storage. But yeah, that's looking pretty darn good. I'm going to be moving on with this for now. And we should be in the same spot here. We should be able to generate up a lot of block. We should be able to generate up a lot of heals. We are going to begin a spear, which means yeah, pretty much all this block is not going to be too much worth it here. But every food item is going to have a lot of value for us with Amid Feasting. So we should have no problem beating down his bones for sure. Even though they do have a shell totem, smashing. Now the thing is, I'd love to grab Mana Mastery if we're going for Excalibur, but that is false life. So yeah, I'm going to be taking that. Also a Breaking Stone Badge, which I do not want to take because we definitely need chilies. Let's grab the storage. Let's grab another banana. Let's grab ourselves another banana. And unfortunately, we're going to reserve this banana. Yep, we're going to be moving on with this. We're going to have the most banana build you'll ever see in your life. Our opponent does have a leather armor, which is going to be a lot of block. A frying pan is dealing 10 damage per hit. 5.3 DPS, which is not too bad. Shell Totem is going to provide quite a bit of power. Spicy Banana is going to heal him as well. And this Small Dagger is going to be dealing as much damage as a frying pan on hit. We're actually stacking up an insane amount of max life with all these freaking bananas here. Which is kind of nuts. Now I do want to go for a Chili Cheese Excalibur with false life, which should be smashing here. And amazing. I wonder what we should take this round. How about just a banana? Just the garlic here. Fly garlic I do not want to take. I'm going to take it though because we do get ourselves a set of blueberries. I'm going to sell it so we can take it for now. It does give us another fly garlic. I'm going to roll here because we definitely need some storage. It's time to say goodbye to 2 big old bananas. We're wasting a lot of golds on grabbing these food items, but they're definitely going to be worth it here. That's going to be the maxest value frying pan you'll ever see, to be honest. And yeah, I'm going to move on. So this frying pan should be able to deal 6 DPS. Which shouldn't be too bad. Now we are going to begin a unique shovel. So that's going to be going super fast, especially with Armed Darkness. It's going to be a lot of damage as well. But we should be able to trigger our bananas super fast with our garlics here to get a little bit of block. So then when our bananas goes off, it can potentially overheal us as well. The only thing is they have inflicted a lot of blind on us. Which is genuinely not too great. But these are going to be super long fights. We're going to just be trying to outstride our opponent like crazy. Especially with false life here. So that fatigue damage is going to be chipping our opponents. While our good old banana is going to keep us alive. And hell yeah. Now, we're definitely going to take another set of blueberries. Another big old banana. Another garlic. Come on, 1 chili. Carrot's not too bad, I'll take it. And a second carrot here. But I'm not sure if I do want to be stacking up in power here. Or removing debuff. I'm going to roll once here. We're going to grab you, but I do want to grab this storage. So I'm going to sell a banana and 2 flames to grab this for now. And yeah, let's sell a flame to... Actually, yeah, we should wait a round. Next rounds, we're going to have a higher chance of getting rare items. So I'm going to wait 1 more round here. But we should be in a pretty good spot. Card should be able to get rid of pretty much any debuffs our opponent does inflict on us. It's going to be triggered every 1.5 seconds, which is madness. And with 2 blueberries, we should be able to stack up quite a bit of luck here. I mean, we should be able to stack up our power once we do get our 10 mana. Our blueberries should be able to stack up our luck. Once we get to 4 luck, we start stacking up our power, increasing our weapon damage. The only thing is, it's going to take forever, 20 seconds to fight, and start getting the power, which was immediately taken from our opponents. From the little chipped amethyst. And you know what? We just barely won that. Let's grab you. Does give us a pineapple. Hell yeah, that's exactly what we want. And a freaking cheese is amazing. And we don't need all these bananas, so I'm thinking about selling a little bit more of them. You're going to sell our bananas, going to sell this garlic, let's grab our cheese. This gives us another blueberries, which I'm going to sell both of these to take, and another card here. Not ideal, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to take it. And we probably should take this on Death Damage just in case it's Amulet of Energy, but yeah, we should be in a really fantastic spot with our cheese here. It's going to be stacking up max life. With our pineapple, we stack up, we now have scaling damage, which is going to be spikes, but it's only going to be scaling damage again in melee weapons like this Blood Turn. Now they're actually dealing quite a bit of damage to us, which is going to be troublesome here. We managed to get 2 in power, we managed to get some luck, and now our cards are going to be scaling up the damage for us as well. The only thing is our opponent does have some scaling damage as well, which might definitely outpace us here. Hold on a second. We almost actually won that, which is kind of mad. And we finally got a freaking chili. Hell yeah. We're going to be taking that into another card here. Let's grab the storage for now though. Let's go ahead and grab our card. You know what, let's sell pretty much these flames. And let's take another card here. Which does give us a second pineapple, which I'm not sure if we actually do want. Yeah, I'm just going to take this for now. I'm going to move on with this for now. But with our chili, we should be able to stack up quite a bit of heats as well. The only thing we are missing is a rogue pot, but if you keep buying food items, it's going to be quite tough to actually find yourselves a rogue pot. I also do want to grab ourselves a flame up, so we can turbo stack our heat like there's no tomorrow, increasing the speed of all our food items as well. Now we're actually stacking up an insane amount of power, increasing the damage on our frying pan, which is now hitting for 20 damage. With a 13 DPS, hell yeah, not too bad. Now the thing is, if we're going for Excalibur, we're probably just going to go for Burning Banner here. If you had Amulet of Energy, I probably would actually go for Friendly Fire here, but let's take our Burning Banner. Let's take this. Amulet of Life, maybe not so great, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take this fanny pack for now as well. And yeah, we have to take this Predictable first. But I'm going to sell 1 flame, 2 roll here. That's going to be a flame up, which is going to be amazing. And do we go nuts and take a Prismatic Orb as well? I mean, I kind of want to, because if we do get Excalibur online, it's going to be quite a bit of starting mana here. And if we go super fast, we do also get a ton of buffs as well. Our opponent is going to have a lot of damage with the Artifact Stone Heat, especially with the Fancy Fencing Rapier as well. So yeah, we're going to be in big trouble here. For sure. The Fancy Fencing Rapier with Artifact Stone Heat is crazy damage. The only thing is, we can't actually get our flame this round because we sold a lot of flames. You know, I'm going to set our Amulet of Life here. I'm going to set our Amulet of Life so we can grab ourselves this Prismatic Orb. That way we can just start off with a bunch of mana anyway, so we can potentially get our power stacked up a little bit faster too. So yeah, I'm going to actually venture on with this. Now, how far can one single frying pan take us? Our opponent is rocking Big Bullet Treats with a bunch of cheeses as well. It's going to be a lot of stacking max life. And it's looking like they're probably going to go for a Tarn, Bloom, or an Excalibur too. But we'll see. We got lots of power, lots of spikes, lots of regen here. And with this good old Prismatic Sword, Prismatic Orb, we should be able to stack up a crap ton of buffs as well. The only thing is, our frying pan is the only weapon that's actually making use of all these buffs, which is not so great. And yeah, it does kind of let us down, unfortunately. Now the thing is, I kind of actually want to take Part of Moon here, because if we're going to be stacking up a lot of max life, yeah, I'm going to be taking that out of everything. I'm going to grab you, let's grab our storage, let's roll. And yeah, I'm going to roll again. We could have went for Pandemonium, which I don't actually want to do. And holy moly, that's straight up nuts. And yeah, that's kind of insane. We're going for a Flame Excalibur type build today. Hell yeah. But yeah, let's keep moving for now. Now we should be able to start off with a little bit more mana. We should be able to stack up our max life. And once we do Enter Fatigue, we should get a bunch of max life as well. The only thing is we are going to be getting double Emerald Wolves, which is going to be a lot of poison. And a lot of block. And yeah, we're pretty much donezo here, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We got our Flamp, which is going to be amazing. That's for sure. Now I'm going to grab this bit of storage. I do want to grab this too. And I'm going to sell this. We're going to grab ourselves this Mana Orb. And I would love to place it here, but yeah, food or Amulet Feasting does have to be there. Now we're going to move on. We're going to craft up this Excalibur for now. But it is going to have to be this way for now. We do start off with 8 mana. We just need our blueberries to start stacking up our luck, which does give us some power. And unfortunately, yeah, our opponent is going to be doing insane amounts of damage that we just cannot keep up with just yet, unfortunately. But good thing is, we do got Excalibur, which is going to be even more amazing. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a set of blueberries, which just gives us a pineapple, which we're going to grab. And we got ourselves that chili, which we're going to sell 1 banana to take for now. And it gives us another chili. Hell yeah. So we'll be back in a second while I sort the inventory out once again. So I'm actually thinking about having our setup like so. Mana Orb in here, tagging Excalibur along with our banana, along with our Flamp, and along with our pineapple as well. I'm going to Feasting to be tagging all the food items. Now I am missing a star slot here, but honestly I do want as much mana we can get with a Prismatic Orb from the get-go. With a Burning Banner targeting both Excalibur along with a Prismatic Orb. This should be pretty good. Now we do want to reserve this garlic so we can potentially grab ourselves another chili here. Now we did only manage to put 2 chilies on our Excalibur, which is not so ideal. But it's going to have to be this way for now. So we get a ton of mana stacked up more consistently. And we should be able to get a ton of max life. The only thing is that double axe is going to be dealing a ton of damage to us. That's for sure. And actually, we do get a bunch of max life thanks to our fatigue. Our Power of the Moon is going to be enough here. Genuinely, just barely. We actually almost lost that. Now speaking of nuts, we could take Artifact Stone Cold here. But I'm not going to take it. We're going to grab you. It does give us another cheese, which... yeah, I'm going to be taking it. I'm going to be taking it over the freaking card for now. And you know what? I'm going to take a second one. But yeah, we're going to have to move on with this for now. So the cheese is going to be stacking more max life for us, which should be incredibly awesome. The only thing is, we're going to be getting a Prismatic Sword with a ton of lifesteal and a ton of damage scaling. And with Sun Armors, they're going to get an insane amount of heats and quite a bit of heals as well. But can we stack up our max life here like crazy? We do get a big, massive Power of the Moon max health increase. We got a crap ton of heat. We got loads of power. And we should have enough mana gains here to keep activating our Excalibur. Which should be incredibly awesome. And amazing. Just barely keeping us in it, to be honest. Now let's take our cheese. I wouldn't mind grabbing this another big old banana. I'm going to roll here. And I do want to roll again. Now we should have taken that freaking... now we sold flames and a garlic so we can grab this for now as well. Because I do actually want to place this in as well. The thing is, our Amulet Feasting is not going to be the most ideal spot. For now. I did move our setup around and our Prismatic Orb is not going to give us enough mana here. From the get-go. But I do want a Burning Banner to be targeting both Excalibur along with a Prismatic Orb as well. And yeah, I think I'm still going to move on with this. We should have 3 chilies on our Excalibur. We should have moved this over slightly. Alternate, we don't really want them beside each other. But yeah, we want as much cheese and chilies on our Excalibur here. And we did take a lot of blueberries off, which means a little less mana gains from the very beginning. Which might actually hurt us in the long run. But that fatigue coming in super clutch once again. Power of the Moon. Genuinely crazy. Now, another Mana Orb is amazing. Hell yeah, let's roll again. Fanny Pack is amazing also. And speaking of amazing, Gin's Lamp too. We're going to sell a Flame. We're going to take you. Now again, I did move our setup around just a little bit, so we have more blueberries on our Excalibur. I think it's going to be a little bit better, but with second Mana Orb, triggering on our Gin's Lamp. Yeah, it should be genuinely awesome here. We're going to move on. We should be able to stack up a little bit more mana for ourselves with this Gin's Lamp as well, since we're going to be using so much of it. It should be genuinely awesome here. We're also going to be stacking up our spikes for our Flame too, so hell yeah. And we got insane amount of heats from the get-go, and yeah, it's looking a hell of a lot better. More consistent heat gains, and our opponent does have invulnerability. That fatigue does kick in, and amazing. Not too bad here. So it was definitely looking dicey for a while. We do end up with a 52 DPS, which is not too crazy to be honest. As for heals, we do end up with 45 healing per second with 81 maximum health gains. Power Moon coming in super clutch here. As for block, not a whole lot of block. But yeah, I'm going to be continuing on. I'm going to be taking another chili, which gives us another set of blueberries. Let's take another blueberries. And you know what? I'm going to roll for now. Second prismatic orb I do kind of want to grab for even more mana from the get-go. But I'm going to take this fanny pack for now also. But yeah, let's keep moving for now. Getting ourselves another prismatic orb means an insane amount of early mana. So we can get our Excalibur off the ground running insanely fast. And our opponent is going to be rocking the flame up here. And we'll see, can we keep up? Because they're after dealing some big damage to us. But yeah, it's not looking too bad for us. They do get invulnerability, which kind of stops our life stealing here, but we do get our big max life increase from Power of the Moon. And after that, yeah, we go infinite. So, not too bad. Now, how about one final present here, sell everything, take the presents, and see what we get. Are we going to throw the game for this? Let's take it. Let's take it, let's sell pretty much everything, and see what we get from it. We're going to keep our classes. It's going to take a while to sell all this stuff. Do we keep our cheeses? No, we're selling everything. And yeah, this is going to be our next round. We've got 87 golds. Yeah, let's see what we're going to get from this. I don't think we're going to survive here for pretty long here. If somehow we manage to survive with just the Burning Banner, removing both, stacking up our regen here. Yeah, there's going to be something a little bit crazy, but we do end up going out to our final life, and it's all down to what we're going to get here, and holy moly. That is a freaking katana and a rainbow goobert. I don't know why I said katana first. That's a rainbow goobert. Now the only thing is we got quite a few items that doesn't really help us out too much here. So I think we're going to sell our software egg here. We're going to sell our shovel. Box Prosperity we could keep, but I'm thinking about selling it. Spike Collar doesn't do anything for us. Let's sell our turnip. Let's sell our little wooden sword. Dragon Scale Boots doesn't do anything, and we could grab ourselves a lightsaber here. Grabbing ourselves a lightsaber would actually be kind of nice, because we're going to be inflicting a lot of blind with our rainbow goobert here. So do we keep our katana? I'm going to take this. I'm going to grab a little bit of storage. I'm going to roll once here. And we should probably grab ourselves a food item here. Bean or chili? Hell yeah. We can grab a bunch of food items that we can keep activating a rainbow goobert, which will be kind of nice as well. So yeah, I'm going to take it. Pineapple versus stacking spikes. I'm not sure if we do want it. I'm going to sell our little present here. We don't necessarily need it anymore. I'm going to roll here. The only thing is we probably can't actually use this katana here, because our stamina is going to be really, really bad with this lightsaber, but we should be able to inflict quite a bit of blind with a rainbow goobert, so I'm going to sell it. As for the chili gooberts, I think I'm going to get rid of you too. So I'm just going to take ourselves another garlic here. I'm going to take you since you're on sale. I'm going to roll here, and you're going to be a bunch of blocks, so yeah, I'm going to take you. I'm going to roll again. And I wouldn't mind grabbing ourselves some scaling regen also, but I'm not going to. I'm going to roll once more. I'm going to sell you and a flame. I'm just going to grab ourselves a fanfare, which I'm going to place in here too. And yeah, this is going to be our final build, so we could sell our fire pick here. It is worth 10 gold. I mean, it's not doing anything for us right now. Hell yeah, I'm going to sell it. Let's roll again. And a Jin's lamp is going to be a nice addition to our build. So yeah, I'm going to take it. It's going to be a super fast activator for rainbow gooberts. And unfortunately for now, we're probably going to move on with this. I lied, I'm going to roll once more. Hard container on sale for 6. Yeah, I'd love to take. But yeah, what a crazy play. We managed to get ourselves a rainbow gooberts, which is kind of mad here. Now the thing is, I'm also kind of determining on whether we should place our Jin's lamp in here, being a trigger for a light goobert or for a lightsaber, just in case we stack up quite a bit of mana, quite a bit of spikes. The only thing is we've no luck generation, so maybe not so great. I think if we have it the other way here, we have the potential to inflict a lot more blinds with this for now as well. So I'm kind of leaning more towards this, to be honest. So yeah, let's go and see if it's going to be good enough. Can we win out here, or are we going to fall short? We're going to slow this one down. We are going to begin a poison stack and builds, which is going to deal quite a bit of damage here. But can we inflict a bunch of blind, stack up a bunch of vampirism, get our lightsaber to go nuts here? With this flawless emeralds as well, we should be able to stack up quite a bit of blind here. Now, our opponent has inflicted... They've inflicted an insane amount of poison here. We could be in big, big trouble. We're getting a ton of block, but that's an insane amount of damage here. We do get invulnerability from our King's Crown just in time here. But can we still win out? Because that's a lot of poison, and we're going to be taking a lot of that poison damage. And we don't have as much blind as I'd like to have on our opponents here. But we're starting to heal back up. We got insane amounts of blind stacked up on him, decreasing that accuracy, which means we're not going to be hitting, but that poison is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage. But we got a crap ton of buffs right now as well, and we could have actually lamped to deal some big, big damage. Yeah, for sure. But this is probably the longest fight. It is what it is. We got tons and tons of buffs, and yeah, we managed to turn it back, and amazing. Not too bad here. Now, honestly, we actually only had a 31 DPS, being our lightsaber with a 91 damage, 150 DPS. The thing is, the stamina cost was crazy. Our opponent had 60 DPS, but it was definitely a lot higher from the very beginning, which was definitely troublesome. However, as for heals, we did end up with 35 healing per second, and 14 max health gained. And as for block, we actually only ended up with 20 block per second. The only thing is, we did inflict 33 blind, decreasing that accuracy down to pretty much 0. Stopping our opponent from hitting us, stopping their poison stacking. But anyways, we did survive 1 life left here. We gambled it all for Rainbow Gooberts. Hell yeah, we got plus 7 points, ranking us almost back up to Masters once again. But anyways, I'm going to leave here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope to keep a look up for the next one. I'll see you next time. Now, can we deal with a Tarn Bloom, Tarn Burst, 100%, well, 94% crits? They're going to be trying to stack up a lot of max life with that Tarn Bloom, but again, that accuracy is going to be pretty much 0 here. We do get our vulnerability with our King's Crown. We should be able to stack up a lot of block with our Corrupted Crystal. And our lightsaber should be able to deal a lot of damage here. So overall, definitely not too bad. Our opponent is going to have... That battle rage is going to trigger everything a little bit faster. But if they can't hit us, they can't... And we've got so much max life. That was kind of nuts. Now, can we deal with a crazy looking dragon type build with chain ups? This is actually kind of interesting because these are going to be removing random buffs. So it's going to scale up that chain up instantly faster, especially with the enchanted weapons. So definitely an awesome looking build. The unfortunate thing for our opponent is they're not going to be able to hit us because they're going to have no accuracy, so they can't steal our buffs. So yeah, we should be able to counter them here quite significantly, stacking up our max life like crazy and amazing. Now, can we deal with a hammer, dagger, friendly fire type builds? I'm glad we do have our moon shield here to block a lot of that damage, and we should be able to stack up an insane amount of blind here, decreasing the daggers from hitting us. But I think our opponent did get a little bit of luck here, and they have cleansed a lot of our blind. But yeah, it's definitely not looking too bad. And you know what? That was max life. Hell yeah, amazing.